Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all well. Today's video is going to be 20 simple self-care habits or healthy habits to help you improve your 2020. These are things that I have been writing down as I go along this year, just thinking about things that I want to improve on and also things that maybe I've been doing but I kind of just want to hit the refresh button on. So I hope that you guys are going to enjoy this video. If you are not already, please take a moment to make sure that you are subscribed to my channel by clicking on the subscribe button, and also make sure that you have notifications turned on for me. You'll hit the bell button right below this video and you'll set notifications to all so that you never miss a new video from me. Number one on my list is to spend time outside. This is something that's really important to me. It's always been really important to me, but I really learned in 2019 how important it is to me. When we started our vegetable garden and now we live in an area that has a lot of hiking around us, I just realized that the more I'm outside experiencing the outdoors, the happier I am. And this is scientifically proven to improve our mood and our health. So it's something to really pay attention to. I think we can get really used to being inside of an office or in our house, and we really have to push ourselves to make sure that we're going outside and we're getting sunshine, that we're getting fresh air, that we're bonding with Mother Nature as much as we can. So my intention for 2020 is to spend even more time in the outdoors. I want to go on multi-day treks and learn more about hiking, and I want to spend more time in my vegetable garden. So that is something that's really important to me for this year. My next tip, and something that I think is really important, is to not put things off until the last minute. I tend to procrastinate. I will have a list of things to do and there will be several things that I just don't feel like doing, so I will keep pushing them off. I think that this is really common, and procrastination can lead to getting stressed out and to get anxiety about something because it's in the back of your mind and you know that it's something that you need to do. I know for me, it'll be in the back of my mind, and the moment that I actually just get that thing done, I feel so relieved. And I have to remember the feeling that I get when I check mark this thing off of my to-do list. It's really the best feeling. So I need to remind myself what that feels like when I don't feel like doing that. And that is my intention for this year, is to just remind myself of that feeling so that I get things done. Because with work and with wedding planning and with just travel, there's so much happening this year that I really need to be on top of my to-do list. Next, make time for your hobby. This one is important to me this year. I really love to paint, and I find that it's really hard for me to find time for me to do it. Just putting color on a canvas, whether it be watercolor paint or acrylic paint, just makes me feel so happy. I've always loved it since I was a young girl. My mom is an artist, so it's just part of who I am, and I don't make enough time for it. I prioritize things before it, and it needs to be something that I put into my routine, even if it's in my evening routine or if it's in my morning routine. I just need to have it there because I know that I feel good doing it. So think about, even if you don't have a hobby, think about what you do want to be doing and go out and try it, because life can get so busy when we're dealing with work or school or friends or family, and if we don't take the time to do something, even if it's just for 20 minutes a day, that we absolutely love, then what is really the point? Like, we need to have fun and we need to play, and doing our hobbies or picking a hobby is really going to make us feel that sense of childlike play that is just so important for us all to have. Go to bed earlier and wake up earlier. And you guys know that this is huge for me, and it's something that I really try to prioritize in my life. I'd say in the heart of winter, Alex and I both got way off track with our sleeping schedule. We normally go to bed and wake up around the same time. I think that that's something really important with a partner. I know a lot of people don't do that, but something I really value about our relationship is that we go to bed together and that we wake up together. And I think that that's a really special part of our relationship. Now, maybe he'll wake up 10 minutes before me or vice versa, but for the most part, it's together. So we have been trying to wake up earlier by going to bed earlier. Right now, we're just about sleeping at 10 p.m. and waking up at 6 a.m. You guys know that I did a video about how to wake up at 5:30 in the morning, and that is like my sweet spot. That's where I would want to be, but that means I just have to go to sleep by 9:30. So I'm just not tired by 9:30 right now. So I think that if I go into my bedroom by 9 and I start to read, I can probably be asleep by 9:30, which I know to some of you sounds like I'm a grandmother, but I really love sleep and I really love waking up early because my mornings are really special to me, and I love having a long morning before I start work. I love doing different things and just having like a moment to myself in the morning. So that is one of my intentions for 2020, is to get back on track with waking up at 5:30 in the morning. Another thing that's important for me for 2020 is to implement stretching into my daily routine. So I'm moving more than I ever have in the past, and I'm also 31, and so I'm definitely feeling some aches and pains throughout my body, and I want to implement a stretch routine in my everyday life because it's so good for us to stretch our bodies. We all work out most of the time, and I think whether we work out or not, stretching is super important for our body. I love yin yoga. I love just doing like foam roller in the kitchen, but I don't do it enough. So it's something that I really want to make a serious priority of mine, and it's a huge intention for me in 2020 because it is so good and it's so important for us to do. One thing I'm really excited about specifically right now, because winter's almost over, let's face it, and spring is right around the corner, and I am so excited to just replant a bunch of vegetables for this year, and I want to learn more about growing my own food. And I think that this is such a lost trait for the average human being, you know, and I think that that's why I love doing it so much, because I feel like I'm really getting like in touch with my ancestors because that's what we used to do, you know, like we would grow food and harvest food, and so that is something that really fulfills me, and it's something that I find just absolutely magical, and I want to learn more about growing food because I've learned so much in 2019, and I'm really excited to just deep dive a little bit more into exactly how to grow food and just spend more time out there, which goes back to one of my earlier tips, was to just spend more time outside. One thing that has been really important to me my entire life, and is honestly something that's always come quite naturally to me, but gets definitely more difficult when things get busier, is to remember to appreciate the little things in life. And, you know, when you have a long to-do list of things to do and you're kind of looking at the next couple of months and you're like, wow, there's a lot happening, it's harder to sit back and say, oh, I love like that I'm doing this, or that I have that planned, or that, you know, I have this home and I have, you know, there's moments where you get so lost in things that you have to do that it's hard to remember just to appreciate like a warm cup of coffee in the morning, because when you wake up, you're just thinking about everything you need to do that day. So that's why I love my mornings to myself, because those are the times where I know I'm not getting into anything mentally or physically until like 8 or 9 a.m., but I'm up at like 6. So I have this time to just sit back and reflect. And I think that journaling will really help with that. And that's my next intention for 2020, is to journal more. I don't journal enough. I love journaling and it makes me feel so good, and it's something that I do, but I want to do it at least like 4 times a week. Right now it's probably 2 times a week, and I just want to like double that. And one of the things that I want to pay attention within my journaling is to not make it my to-do list. For some reason, when I start to journal, it ends up becoming the things that I want to do or my creative plans. And creativity is great when it comes to journaling, but also I just need to spill out emotions and feelings, and a lot comes out when I'm journaling in a beautiful way, and it feels so good and it makes me feel so happy when I'm done. But a lot of the times it ends up becoming a to-do list, and I just start thinking about all the things that I have to get done. So that is like a focus for me when it comes to journaling, is to just kind of just be writing down what comes out of my mind emotionally and not think about the things that I need to do. My next intention or habit is to feed my soul with new experiences. I'm really excited for the future. I honestly can't wait for things to come this year, and I am really just saying yes to so many things, and I'm trying my very best to not feel any type of anxiety or fear around these things. I want to have new experiences in life. I want to travel. I want to try new things, and what is really exciting is that I'm excited to be out experiencing new things and to have all these different adventures that will be coming up. You know, Alex and I will be doing our honeymoon. We have tons of different travel plans this year, and I'm just looking at it with so much positivity and optimism, and I'm just really excited to jump into these new adventures head first and just enjoy being alive. Another thing that I really love doing that I'm excited to do this year is to take time to reorganize my house, to declutter it, and also to decorate it some more. We moved into this house a little less than a year ago, and there are definitely rooms that are not finished that I just couldn't be bothered to do much more to, because we moved into a 4-bedroom house, so we both have an office and a guest room and then our bedroom, and there's just more to be done in terms of, like, you know, we don't have a bed frame in the guest room. Our bed frame is broken. We have like 2 separate dressers that are taking up so much space in our bedroom, and there's just random things that I just want to like declutter and reorganize to just make my space feel like home. Like, I love living here and it already feels like that, but I want to like take it to the next level like that. And I just love decorating. Like, interior design is something that just makes me so happy. So I just want to spend more time like reinventing our space and our home here, and I definitely want to share that with you guys too. An intention I set for this year that actually started last year, about 6 months ago, I just like had this moment of realization of how important it is for me to just kind of deep dive into some volunteer work, and we have some plans coming up, and I've been doing some research on different volunteer groups and things that I can do in my community and outside of my community to just give back as much as I can. I think that that ultimately is the best form of self-care, if you want to say that it is self-care, because it is good for our soul, but it's also just something that is really important for us to do, so that yes, self-care is an important thing and personal growth is really important, but we also need to kind of like reflect that love and that care someplace else. And I think that I'm definitely in a place in my life right now where I am so full of love that I need to give it elsewhere, and I'm really excited to do that this year and to do a lot of that this year. Meditation, this is something that I really love to do, that I need to make more time to do, and that I want to experience something that will get me to the next level of meditation. And when I say that, I just mean like I would love to go on a meditation retreat where, you know, I spend 3 to 4 to even a week of just like really paying attention to meditation and just connecting with myself. And I think that, you know, if I don't do something like that, it's easy to do meditation like 10 minutes a day or something like that. But I think that I just want to try to figure out some type of retreat where I can learn more and really just take like a good chunk of time out for meditation. So let me know in the comments below if you guys have any recommendations for that, whether it be yoga retreat or like yoga and meditation or just meditation, but I'm really interested in that. I'm really excited this year to learn more about budgeting and saving money. This is something that I've talked with you guys about, that I plan on making more videos about. I love talking about money because I think it is such an important part of life, and I'm really excited to learn more about investing and budgeting this year. Alex and I are getting married in May, so we talk about different ways that we can, you know, start thinking about our future when it comes to finances. And this has been something that I've always been interested in. I did used to work in banking. Although I didn't like working in banking, I did find financial life very fascinating fascinating. And so I am excited to just figure out the best way to make most of the money that I'm earning and to just really pay attention to that. And I think that it's a really good thing for all of us to pay attention to. So I'm excited to make more videos about that for you guys too. And lastly, a big intention for me this year, because it is a big year, is to do everything I can to just stay living in the present moment and to be present through it all. And I honestly have been doing a really great job with that, specifically with wedding planning. I've been super present in it. Like, there are things that come up, of course, and I feel overwhelmed about them. But for the most part, you know, I have really been paying attention to my emotions. I've been talking to Alex about like the planning process, and I've been just really sorting through my thoughts and my feelings. And like I said in my wedding planning video that I've posted, and I have more coming, by the way, it's just been kind of an ebb and flow of feelings, but I'm really present for them, and I'm just like acknowledging that they're there, and I'm figuring out and realizing why they are. And I feel really, really good and excited. And it's because I'm aware of how I feel about it, and I'm not just like putting all of my feelings aside. I'm talking about them and I'm feeling them, and that feels good. That is it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments again how you're feeling about 2020. Excited to get in there, reply to your comments, and just have a conversation with you guys. So I will see you very soon in a new video. Bye!